I'm in another different location. Yeah, okay, so anyway, the reason why, like, I'm in, like, a different, like, setting now is because, like, like, still on, like, a trip, like I mentioned on my Twitter account, which you should go check out, link in the description. Like, I'm not gonna tell you where it is, but if you do know where it is, like the video. Okay, so, what was I talking about again? Oh, yeah, so, today, sorry I got this, video out so late, this entire day was just really rough and, like, busy and stuff. It definitely wasn't pleasant for me, but at least now I can finally make a YouTube video. So today, sadly, we're ending Thomas Ryan's Adventures. Like I've said numerous times before, I can't, I find it very hard to actually try and pursue the future of Thomas Ryan's Adventure, so the best thing I should do is just end it. Now, I even think that would just be like a bad decision on my part, just to automatically end the show just because I couldn't come up with enough creativity for it. But stay around to the end and you can find out what's happening next in this, like, saga. But anyway, let's get into the last episode of Thomas Ryan's Adventures. Yeah. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out my Sodor. Check out my Twitter, check out my DeviantArt, and links are in the description. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Last time on Thomas Ryan's Adventures. So, the British Railways ambassador, Bartholomew Richardson, visited Sir Topham Hatt on the island of Sodor. Bartholomew offered Sir Topham a partnership with British Railways, but without the contract that connects Sodor and the mainland. Sir Topham Hatt and Daniel have to make their way to the British Railways Board of Executives office to find another way to prevent the offer from being voided. Or void, whichever one's correct. Daniel was making his way to the British Railways Executive Office. Sir Topham was riding in the coach Daniel was pulling with his assistants and, a few family members. Sir Topham had put Mr. Percival in charge of the railway, who is gone, which may or may not have been the best idea. We should be there in a couple of hours if there aren't any delays, Sir Topham said, but England is a big country. Daniel was puffing along when he asked his crew something. "Hey, driver," he said. "What's up, Daniel?" Daniel's driver replied. "What's this British Railways Sir Topham keeps talking about?" British Railways is the main railway company on the mainland. It's a joint stock occupation from the main 4 railways of the mainland, Daniel's driver said. They have also unfortunately been known to shut down some railways, his fireman added. "Wait, what?" Daniel asked. "Don't worry, Daniel. Your old railway's still running well," Daniel's fireman said. "Oh, well, that's good to know," Daniel said. After a long while, Sir Topham Hatt and Daniel made to the British Railways Executive Building. Daniel stopped at a near station, because, you can't, drive into the office. So Sir Topham Hatt and the others all got out. "Daniel will be back in just a few hours. Wait in this area until we return," someone said. "Yes, sir," Daniel replied. Sir Topham Hatt and the others all left for the executive's office. When they got there, they went inside. One of the secretary ladies approached them as soon as they came in. "Hello, do you have an appointment?" she asked. "Yes, I'm Sir Topham of Sodor, and I have an appointment with the executives." "Oh, yes, right this way, sir." The others waited in the lobby as Sir Topham was taken to the executive's office. When Sir Topham was brought to the executive's room, he met British Railways' 5 executive members: Rook Leporo, Wayne Whalen, Sandra Letterman, Gregorius Reffman, and the big boss man, Emmett Richards. These are in no way actual real people. These are just my own original characters for this interpretation of British Railways. Do not look them up because they do not exist. They're in just my personal, thought bubble. So, follow. "Good afternoon, everyone," Sir Topham had said to all of them. "Good afternoon to you as well," smiled Sandra. Sir Topham was given a chair to sit in, and he sat with the executives at the board office Roundtable. "Well, first, let's discuss the matter at hand," Wayne said. "Yes, I've come here to discuss with you about the partnership with British Railways," Sir Topham said. "And why should we accept your partnership?" Gregorius asked. "Well, I do believe that tourism has been very popular on Sodor, and the visitors grow bigger and bigger every year," Sir Topham explained. "With the exceeding number of tourists, I think British Railways should explore the insights of the railway in order to understand the offer for a partnership." "Okay, well, first, this is never your idea to partner up," Brooke said. "It was Bartholomew who suggested it to us, which he then visited you to tell about it." "True, but the reason why I'm here is to issue a reprint of the contract to the Northwestern Railway has with the mainland. Recently, I have unfortunately lost the contract, my clumsy self, and I'm looking for opportunities to prevent the Vickerstown Bridge connection from being shut down," Sir Topham replied. So Sodor continued to elaborate on the reasons to the offer, and eventually the executives came to a conclusion. Well, Sir Topham, M said, we have now been utterly convinced. We will reprint your contract at the mainland. However, there is a downside to your partnership with British Railways. Something Bartholomew forgot to mention to you is that you can only attend the executive meetings if you are one of the 4 members, and we all make up 4, excluding you. We will still keep in touch with you of your railway's popularity, and we hope you understand our decision. Thank you, sir. I'll be on my way now, Sir Topham said. Sir Topham met back with his family in the lobby and went back to find Daniel. Daniel was in a siding, talking with his driver and fireman. So when do you think Sir Topham would be back? Daniel's driver asked. Oh, there he is, Daniel said. Sir Topham and his family walked back to Daniel. Thank you for waiting, Daniel. Now let's go home. Sir Topham and his family climbed back into Daniel's coach and they headed back to Sodor. It wasn't until the next day, very early in the morning, that they crossed the Vickerstown Bridge and reached Knapford Station. It was a very, very long drive. After Sir Topham fell asleep for several hours, he woke up later and was ready to return to his job. Well, I didn't get the partnership, but at least I saved the contract, Sir Topham said as he drove to Knapford Station in his car. A week later, while he was in his office, the phone rang. Hello, he said as he answered the phone. So sorry to bother you, Sir Topham. It was Emmett Richards from the executive's office. Oh, no, it's not a bother at all, Sir Topham said. Well, we have called to inform you that there is a spot open for partnership with British Railways. Sir Topham could not believe what he was hearing. Are you serious? He asked. Yes, Emmett replied. Strangely, our good friend Gregorius Ruffman left for a vacation a few days ago, and he hasn't returned yet. Suspiciously. He said that he would take a vacation for only 2 days, but it's been 5 days now. While we send out search for him, the temporary vacancy is yours for the time being. So, do you accept? Yes, I do, Sir Topham said. Great, Bartholomew will visit you tomorrow with the applications. Congratulations, sir. Then you will be registered. Congratulations, Sir Topham. Sir Topham hung up. This was the best thing to have ever happened to him. The Northwestern Railway was now a part of British Railways. I can't say railways. That afternoon, Sir Topham brought most of his engines, keyword most, because he can't bring the Scarloway railway engines, and we have those other engines that aren't technically his, but whatever. On his railway to the yard in Knapford Station. Engines, I have called you all here to let you know that the Northwestern Railway is now a part of British Railways. I know there have been some tough times for this railway in the past, but by becoming a part of British Railways, we can expand our popularity on this island. The partnership is only temporary, though, but with enough hard work and dedication, we can continue to improve this railway to its fullest potential. 3 cheers for the island of Sodor. The engines all blew their whistles and horns, because some of them are diesels, and, other vehicles. It was clear that Sodor was gearing up to be a significant part of British Railways. The end. And then I put a question mark because it's not over yet. Well, technically it is over yet, but, it's not really. I'll explain them. So I hope you all enjoyed the last episode of Thomas and Friends Adventures. It's sad to say that the series is not over now, and looking back, I actually had a lot of fun writing these episodes. While some of them really, really could have been better, especially the early ones, like Grizzly Bear, Jesus, that was... I worked so hard to write that one, but instead I only got 2 pages of script, and I somehow thought that was passable. I would like to make the Daniel video, but given more plot threads and stuff, and stuff, just make him better for an introduction for Daniel. But I think I did okay. But I'm proud of what I did to show my involvement in the Thomas Friends community, despite how toxic it might be. Now, before all of you start crying that your favorite Thomas Friends fan series is over, well, first, thank you for enjoying the series. I appreciate the popularity. Well, look no further. Mark your calendars, because on May 25th, I will post the very first episode of the spin-off series to the Thomas Friends Adventures called the Harwick Branch Line onto DeviantArt. It's a series that I put a lot of thought and dedication to, and I hope you all will enjoy it. The reason why it's on DeviantArt and not on YouTube is because that series is going to portray a few darker themes than this series that probably won't be suitable for children to watch on a YouTube channel that's made for kids. It's going to be a fun series to go through, and it will be canon to Thomas Friends Adventures, so now you'll have something to feel happy about for once in your life. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, subscribe if you're new here, and turn notifications, as well as share this video with your friends, and check out both the straw poll, as well as my Twitter account and my DeviantArt account that I have previously mentioned. All of the links are in the description. I will see you guys next time.